Hello everyone. So today I've come up with a very interesting application of LLM where we will be evaluating the writing task of a German examination. So this is a sample test of Telc A2 examination. So where you will find sections on listening, hearing, and writing and reading. So all these sections are there. So you can basically find you can basically practice all these sections except writing, because for the writing there is no appropriate or final answer that is being given on the sample test paper, but rather just some evaluation criteria and how to pinpoint your writing. Those instructions are given, but there are no absolute answers given on the sample paper. So it will be a good idea to use the LLMs to fed the questions of the writing given on the sample paper, and also giving them the instruction how to calculate the marks for that question, and your LLM will come up with the score, how much score you will get for that writing section, and also giving you the suggestion where you made the mistake and how can you improve. So this is all about the application. So let me show you the question, how the question looks like. So that is the question number 31. Wait, yeah. So this is the Telc B1 examination for the German test for the German language, and here you see this 31 questions. So basically, it says like here is the email, and you have to reply to this email. And in this email, basically, there are three questions that you have to answer, which are hidden within the text. So, and based on your answer, you will get the points, and also how accurately and how elaborately you have answered that question is basically the criteria to get the score. So what I did, I basically fetched the relevant part from this PDF, which is necessary to calculate the score for this question. So suppose this page, and also the pages where it is being explained how those marks, how those scores are being evaluated. So you can see here for the Schreiben part, so how the item number 13 is being evaluated. So if you are um, giving all the three answers, then you will get the A point, which is basically the full point, and if two, then B, and similarly all the instructions are being present here. Then there is a page where it is being mentioned how much marks you will get for the question number 31, and also the criteria. If you will answer all of the three questions, basically coming in A category, then you will get 15 marks. And also there is a explanation in criteria second, third, and fourth, where it is being mentioned whether you are writing in a grammatical way, and also putting the efforts on vocabulary and all of other criteria. Okay, so in order to evaluate the writing part, so I've created a Streamlit app. So basically, which will take your letter, and then it will evaluate it. So I have created a sample text. So basically, if you'll go to the question, so here it is basically inviting you to the kindergarten fest for the child, and then it is asking there are many activities happening. So as a parent, would you like to help? And then it is asking about about the food. So what you can bring for the food for the kindergarten fest. And the third question is like, would you like to bring someone with you to the kindergarten fest? So in my answer, what I did, I first thanked for the kindergarten fest, and then I'm just giving one answer where I'm saying I would like to just invite my sister and my friend and my neighbor with me. But I'm not giving two more answers. So let's see how it evaluates based on the which I've fitted as a rag. I've not started yet the server. Yes, so now the server is started. Let's run it again. Yes, and now you see the answer. So you see here, content appropriateness, how much you answered. So basically, you have not answered for two questions, so your score is C, partially meets the topic requirement. Then communicative task achievement, which is another section for the evaluation. So there also you get the score C, partially handling of the task. Then the other, which is like linguistic, you have whatever sentences that we have written, they are simple but correct and appropriate vocabulary is being used. So you are at the level of B1. Then it explains you responded to the invitation but did not provide information about your participation in the activities or what you would like to bring to the event. So it is explaining what you have missed. So that's why the reason that you are getting 2.3 out of it. Then the response is polite and clear, but it does not fully address all the question asked in the original mail. So that's the same reason. Communicate for the communication. Then for the tracker, now it is overall calculating how much you are getting based on all of those criteria. So you are getting according to the mentioning criteria, you will get 7/9. So your answer partially meet the requirement for a B1 level in the first two criteria. It addresses the invitation but does not provide a specific detail about your participation. It partially handles the communicative task by not addressing all the questions asked in the original mail. It uses appropriate and correct language for the B1 language. Thus, you score 7 out of 9 for the question 31. So I hope this will be helpful. If you evaluate, wants to self-evaluate, your here most of the spellings and and the vocabulary that is being used, they are, I think, appropriate, but you can your own how much you are scoring. So next, let's go to the code, how we have implemented this. So let's start first with the indexes. So I've created the PDF, which you can see here, the PDF which I mentioned. So it contains the simple questions and the instructions. So whatever basically required, I've removed the pages which are absolutely unnecessary. And out of it, then we'll create a Llama index. So first, basically importing a vector store index, storage context, and load index from storage. So index, you can use the load index from storage to fetch the indexes, and we can use our index to create the index, and we can use storage context to store our indexes. So I'm not using any DB here at the moment to store these indexes, just the local storage. So I'm giving the current local directory to store these indexes. So you can see here, if at the index is not found, then it will use a vector store index to create these indexes from the document, and then it will persist them to the local directory. So once we will persist, see here, which are being created. Okay, once the indexes are being created, next let's try to create the prompt, which we ask based on our questions. For that, you can see the prompt. So I have given the instruction in English so that we can get the answer in English. So basically, and all and the sample question, sample letter I've given here, and so it is in the format of question and answer. So I'm asking how much to get or for the question based on this answer. Give me the exact number of numbers with the question. Also give me the response in Markdown format. Yeah, so I'm using Markdown format so that I can post process in Streamlit, so I can just render these HTML tags. the question, and then I'm the sample answers, so that it will try to use the similar format. Otherwise, different for. So I try to we can, of course, optimize it and also make it more relevant to the application. So here you can see the way we have got the answer. I've provided the this question that I'm giving from, and then one part. Then next, let's go to the uh, yeah. So next, let's go to the query engines. Okay, yeah. So next, let's go to the query engine. So I'm using OpenAI model at the moment. So in the next videos, maybe I'll try with different models and also our own model. So that's the part will come in the next videos. So let's with the first with the OpenAI. So here you can see I'm using GPT-4 and creating the engine out of it. Once we have engine available, so then I've created a REST API. We wrap this engine with the index so that it can query in the indexes and give us the appropriate result. So here you can see on a startup, so I am loading those indexes, and then on a post call, we are evaluating the score based on the letter that we are getting. So we are querying those indexes using the query, and then using the query engine, we are fetching the score and showing it mm, to the REST interface. So this is how we are getting the response. Then there is a separate UI project where there is a Streamlit app where we are basically fetching the post response and then showing it to the as a response to the UI. And here I've limited the words to the 100 counts because maximum the time and the words that you can go for that question is basically 100. So limiting that to the 100 word. Yeah, so this is how the overall application is working. You can try it in your own and let me know in the comments how it goes for you, what we can improve here, and then we can go with the next videos based on the um, uh, new set of models and recommendations. Thank you. Bye.